Rain, pounding rain. It soaked the sidewalks of Bleecker Street, turning the city into a shimmering mirror. Lily, a struggling artist, hurried through the downpour, clutching her portfolio. She bumped into someone, her sketches scattering. "Oh, I'm so sorry!" she exclaimed. A hand reached down, picking up a charcoal drawing. It was Daniel, a young lawyer with kind eyes and a warm smile. Their fingers brushed. Time seemed to stop. New York City, a place where dreams are born and sometimes where they come to die. A concrete jungle, they called it. A sprawling metropolis that never sleeps, where the lights never dim and the streets are always alive. Millions of dreams crammed into towering skyscrapers, each window a story, each building a testament to ambition and hope. Lily dreamed of colors, of capturing the city's soul on canvas. She saw beauty in the chaos, inspiration in the everyday hustle. Her tiny apartment with its peeling paint and creaky floors was her sanctuary. It was here, in this modest space, that she felt most alive, her creativity flowing like the river that bordered the city. Daniel dreamed of justice, of fighting for those who couldn't fight for themselves. He was a warrior in a suit, battling in the courtroom for the voiceless. He worked long hours at a prestigious law firm, but his heart yearned for something more. The cases he took on were more than just work, they were his mission, his way of making a difference. The city was a whirlwind of noise and energy, a symphony of car horns and sirens. It was a place where time seemed to move faster, where every second counted. But amidst the chaos, Lily and Daniel found solace in each other. Their love was a quiet refuge, a moment of peace in a city that never stopped. Together they navigated the highs and lows, the dreams and the nightmares, finding strength in their shared journey. Their love was a fragile flower growing in the cracks of the sidewalk. Lily's family, wealthy and influential, disapproved of Daniel's humble background. "He's not good enough for you, darling," her mother warned. "He'll only drag you down." Daniel's friends, hardened by the city's harsh realities, were equally skeptical. "Love doesn't pay the rent," they scoffed. "Don't let her tie you down." But Lily and Daniel refused to be defined by their circumstances. Their love was a beacon of hope in a city that often felt cold and unforgiving. One night, walking home from a gallery opening hand in hand, their world shattered. A group of men, their faces hidden in the shadows, surrounded them. "Get away from her!" Daniel shouted, shielding Lily with his body. The attack was brutal, swift, and merciless. Daniel lay on the pavement, blood staining the concrete. Lily screamed, her voice echoing through the empty street. The hospital was a blur of white coats and hushed voices. Lily kept vigil by Daniel's bedside, her heart breaking with every labored breath he took. Section 5. Shadows of Doubt, Whispers of Fear. Daniel survived, but the attack left him scarred, both physically and emotionally. The police investigation stalled, the perpetrators lost in the city's underbelly. Whispers followed Lily. Accusations were made. Her family's influence, once a source of comfort, now cast a long shadow of suspicion. Had the attack been random, or was it a calculated act of violence meant to silence Daniel, to break their bond? Section 6. The City That Never Sleeps, and a Love That Refuses to Die. The city that never sleeps seemed to close in on them, its relentless energy both a comfort and a curse. The streets were always alive, filled with people chasing dreams. Yet for Lily and Daniel it felt like the city was swallowing them whole. The noise and crowds suffocating, the constant hustle and bustle a reminder of how small they felt in this vast urban jungle. Every honk, every shout, every hurried footstep seemed to echo their growing distance. Their once vibrant love story now felt like a distant memory, a beautiful dream that had slowly turned into a haunting nightmare. They had met in this very city, their hearts beating in sync with its rhythm, but now, that rhythm felt offbeat. But amidst the fear and uncertainty, a spark remained, a tiny glimmer of hope that refused to be extinguished, no matter how dark the night or how heavy the burden. Lily refused to let the darkness extinguish their love. She was determined, resolute, and unwavering. She knew that their love was worth fighting for, that it deserved a chance to shine again. She would fight for Daniel, for their future, for the dreams they had once shared. She would not let the city, with all its chaos and confusion, take away what they had built together, for the justice he deserved. She held onto his photograph, a reminder of the man she loved and the life they had envisioned. Every glance at that picture fueled her resolve. With unwavering determination, she began her own investigation, diving deep into the labyrinth of the city. She knew that somewhere within its maze lay the answers she sought. Piecing together the fragments of that night, she meticulously connected the dots, each clue bringing her closer to the truth. It was a daunting task, but she was relentless. Determined to uncover the truth, she pored over documents, interviewed witnesses, and followed leads. The city that never sleeps had many secrets, but Lily was determined to uncover them all, for the sake of their love and the justice Daniel deserved. Section 7. A ray of hope in the urban jungle. Her search led her to unexpected allies, a kind-hearted detective, disillusioned by the system he served, and a streetwise journalist, hungry for a story that mattered. Together, they navigated the city's underbelly, uncovering a web of corruption that reached far beyond Lily's wildest imaginings. The stakes were high, the danger very real. But Lily refused to back down. She owed it to Daniel, and to herself, to see justice served. Section 8. Justice Prevails. Love Triumphs. The trial was a media frenzy. Lily's testimony, powerful and heartbreaking, captivated the city. The truth, once buried under layers of deceit, was finally revealed. The attackers were apprehended, their motives exposed. The conspiracy unraveled, implicating powerful individuals who had sought to silence Daniel and protect their own interests. The courtroom erupted in cheers as the guilty verdict was read. Justice had prevailed, but the cost had been high. Section 9. Epilogue. A new chapter begins. Years later, Lily and Daniel stood hand in hand on the Brooklyn Bridge, reflecting on the journey that had brought them here. The city, with its towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, had been both a backdrop and a character in their story. It had witnessed their struggles, their heartbreaks, and their triumphs. The city lights twinkling beneath them seemed to whisper tales of countless other lives, each with its own story of love, loss, and redemption. For Lily and Daniel, those lights were a reminder of the nights they had spent apart, yearning for each other, and the nights they had spent together, finding solace in each other's arms. The scars remained, a constant reminder of their ordeal. Each scar told a story of pain, but also of survival. They were not just marks on their skin, but symbols of their resilience and their unwavering commitment to each other. Every time they looked at those scars, they were reminded of the battles they had fought and won, side by side. But their love, forged in the fires of adversity, had only grown stronger. It was a love that had been tested in the crucible of life's challenges and had emerged unbreakable. They had learned to cherish every moment, to find joy in the simplest of things, and to always hold on to each other, no matter what. They had found their justice, not just in the courtroom but in each other's arms. Their love was their greatest victory, a testament to their strength and their unyielding spirit. They had faced the world together and had come out stronger, more united, and more in love than ever before. The city that had threatened to tear them apart had ultimately brought them closer than ever before. It had been a place of trials, but also of triumphs. They had walked its streets in despair and in joy, and now, as they walked hand in hand, they felt a deep connection to the city that had been the backdrop to their love story. As they walked away, the rising sun painting the sky in hues of pink and gold, they felt a sense of renewal. The dawn of a new day mirrored the new chapter in their lives. They had faced the darkness and had emerged into the light, stronger and more united than ever. They knew that their love story, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, would inspire others. It was a story of hope, of resilience, and of the unbreakable bond between two people who refused to give up on each other. Their journey had been long and arduous, but it had been worth every step. Their love would forever be etched in the heart of the city that never sleeps. New York had been a witness to their story, and now it would be a part of their legacy. As the city lights continued to twinkle, Lily and Daniel knew that their love would shine just as brightly, a beacon of hope and love for all who saw it.